Masopust, National Director of BNI in Czech Republic.
Hello and good afternoon. I need to share with you that I'm terrified with public speaking. I already forgot everything I wanted to say today. So this elevated stage is very, very intimidating. And you know that feeling that my legs are jelly and my heart is in my neck? So that's exactly the feeling. All in front of you and all vulnerable. So I'm very delighted to be on the stage and part of the people who have the immense opportunity to address the audience at the Digital Innovation Expo. And I want to thank admin very much for this opportunity. Even more because my field and my main business has very little to do with digital innovation. The topic I want to talk to you today is collaboration and relationships. Now, technology and innovation is driven largely by our need to collaborate. Our needs to drive better collaboration between teams, between departments, between levels in the organization, between our business ecosystem, so we continuously source data, model processes, and find ways how we can collaborate better with each other, how we can structure the data we have and make sense out of chaos. So, embracing a digital-first mindset is becoming a norm for really being able to scale a business. But while focusing on deploying a lot of artificial intelligence to drive our businesses forward, let us not forget that we are human beings. And in making any kind of decisions, we are essentially emotional. Even though we always find ways how to justify our decisions with rational arguments, our decisions are essentially emotional. And we always tend to decide in favor of people whom we associate with positive experiences, whom give us a good feeling. Yeah? You know that feeling when you meet somebody and sometimes you just get like, kind of feeling like, I'm not sure like what to do. Can I trust this person? Can I not trust this person? So you prefer the kind of situation where you're on a more safer ground. There's always a less perceived risk for dealing with somebody that you already know. You already know, and if you also trust them, then there's already a foundation to start thinking of any kind of collaboration. Just think about your own business. When is the last time you prefer to work with somebody who randomly approached you on LinkedIn when the same service this person offered to you is offered by somebody you know and is in your circle, and you already have a kind of rapport with them? Yeah, did that ever happen for anybody? Hands up. So not just because we perceive a lower risk of working with people we like and trust, but also because it gives us a really good feeling for helping people that are around us. And the keyword here is really trust. Yeah? We want to work with people we like and we trust. And can you imagine collaborating with somebody that you don't trust? That is a recipe for failure in anything you do, whatever you do. If you sell products, if you sell services, whatever you do. When you don't trust, and there's not this relationship yet, it simply cannot work. And of course, there are situations when you have no choice, but when you can choose, you will always choose to deal with people you know and trust, or are referred by the people that you know and trust. And statistically speaking, the more people you get to trust you, the better chance you have to get support on your professional journey. Now, sociologists call this a social capital. So this is value in our existing networks or the potential value in creating new connections in our network. And studies have shown that executives who build their social capital are more likely to get promotions. They're more likely to exceed on the career ladder. They're more likely to have a more fulfilling professional life because they get more connections. And the same studies also demonstrate that companies who have employees that are rich in social capital, they tend to significantly outperform their competition. So how do you build a social capital? How do you get people to like and to trust you enough so they consider you for potential opportunities they might have and give you a chance? Yeah? Well, I'll tell you that I'll first tell you how not to do it, actually. And how not to do it is going to events and trying to squeeze your business card to the hands of everybody you possibly know, together with your sales speech and your qualification questions, to find out immediately, can it be a prospect for me? Can I possibly make a sale? Why on earth would you do that? Because we go for events to meet people. We go to events to make that first connection. Networking is not about closing sales. Let me repeat that. Networking is not about closing sales. Networking is really about building rapport and building that basic connection that allows you afterwards, when you make a follow-up, to build on your credibility, to demonstrate your competences, to demonstrate how you are a reliable professional, you are accountable, you show up, and that in time gets people to trust you. And when people get to trust you, this is when the magic starts to happen. This is when people start to actually consider you for business opportunities. And the father of modern networking, Dr. Ivan Meisner, who is as well the founder of the organization I'm representing, Business Network International, has a name for this process. It's called VCP, Visibility, Credibility, Profitability. And he says exactly that. First of all, you gotta get out there and meet new people and make new connections and put yourself out there. Go for chambers of commerce meetings, go for masterminds, go for events like this and connect, and don't stick with the same people all day long. The purpose is to make as many connections as possible so then you can follow up and try to develop those connections into some meaningful relationships. Then you need to build credibility for yourself. Yeah? When people realize you are disciplined, you are reliable, you show your accountability, you do what you say you will do, they get to trust you. And this is when things happen. This is what leads to profitability. This is what leads to business. So it does not happen overnight. You have to have patience. You have to put the time in it. Building a social capital, or essentially networking, is not net sitting, it's not net eating, it's networking. You have to work for it to make it work for you. Now, you are your own brand, and whatever type of collaboration you're looking for, be it social or professional, you must take the time to build those relationships you need to drive your career to the next level, to drive your business to the next level. Networking is a marketing tool that can help you build your business and build your success. No single company or individual can address all challenges alone. Partnerships could not be more essential. Partnerships with other entrepreneurs, with other startups, with established companies, because you source ideas from talking with people who have diverse backgrounds and diverse experiences and different knowledge and background than you have. And that maybe you don't see the value immediately. Maybe you engage in a conversation and you're thinking, what am I going to get out of this? I'm probably, this is a waste of time. It's not a waste of time because you meet a new person. And that person, statistically speaking, every of us have at least 250 contacts in our network. That person, if they get to like you, if they get to trust you, they can introduce you, connect you with people in their network who may be key for your success. So do take the time and invest in speaking with people and making those connections and making them work. Because pulling all these resources and this expertise can really lead to revolutionary innovations and create a thriving ecosystem. And networking is also a skill. Just like all the other skills we're having, negotiation or sales or any other abilities, it's a skill that can be trained. And if there's something you want to train, your networking skills, I'm very happy to invite you for a BNI professional networking meeting. Can be in Prague, can be in Poland, can be anywhere else in the world. Business Network International is present in 79 countries, supporting over 300,000 entrepreneurs to build their relationships and move their business forward. And there's one thing that networking has in common, actually, with digital innovation. We change the way the world does business. Thank you for your attention.
Any questions? Jana?
Questions? Sorry, I'm forgetting questions. I told you I'm nervous.
No. So I think we're going to take a 45 question. Oh.
Can you tell us a little bit about BNI and what does that mean as far as how the networking comes into place, what benefit a member can have attending a meeting?
Thank you very much for the question. So BNI is essentially a platform where we are creating communities of entrepreneurs that work together to build their relationships, to build their trust to the point where they become comfortable to refer each other in business. So what we do, we meet every week. We express what kind of connections we'd like to get. We demonstrate our knowledge and demonstrate our accountability and expertise. We connect, and then this basically builds that capital we need to get those introductions we need that are key for us and key for moving our business forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana.